Guys, we're not having that break. And we had two really fast games, and we're making up for lost time here because of the scheduling problems that were created by those technical difficulties. So it looks like we're just going to go into this game right away here. What could be the final game of this Protoss versus Protoss between Pigbaby and Zest here at the 2014 KeSPA Cup. I'm Wolf. With me is Brendan, and it's time to start.
Down here in the south at 6 o'clock. He's down 0-2. It's Pigbaby.
Well, actually, it's 4:54 p.m. right now. Oh. But over here down up, excuse me, at the top. Right.
Don't make fun of me.
In the blue is Zest, the King Slayer for KT Rolster. All right, keep those probes in the main, Pigbaby. Send them out after you make the pylon. You know, they say eat your meal before your dessert. They say make your pylons in your base before you go out. You know, they say wash your dishes before you meet your friends. They say make your pylon in the base before you scout.
I don't know, man. Before I came to work here, I actually I chomped down on a little bit of a Twix bar and some Pringles.
Okay.
Did not have any meals. Went straight for the dessert.
Okay,
but,
Pig Brendan. You know what they say, you know, get your chores done before you go to Tashi Station to pick up power converters. You know, make your pylon before you scout, before you go out there with your
exactly.
probe.
That's definitely what they say.
They say wash up before dinner, so make your pylon in your main before you go out.
Yeah. Well, funnily enough here for Pigbaby, he's going for a pretty standard gateway timing. Exactly the same as Zest, just going on 13.
Much faster gas, though, as you guys can see here. Otherwise, pretty normal. Gas timing just means that Zest is going to have a little bit more mineral income for a longer period of time, but we'll have his gas slightly delayed. And see how this affects things. Second gas going up here for Zest, much faster. Maybe that's the trade-off here. Maybe that's kind of how he makes up for lost time on that. And we'll see, though. Pigbaby, core before second gas. Going to have his warp gate research much faster as a result. You might be seeing that 3 gateway pressure aggression out of him.
Yeah, could happen.
Remember, this is Zest's map pick that he wanted to put out here for game number 3. Wanted to try to take, you know, the maps that you can as fast as possible. Second gate goes up. You see how he wants to play this one. Definitely going to be getting some stalkers out very early here with this type of opening. Zest, on the other hand, looks like he wants to tech first, saving all of his money and his gas right now.
Immediately the Stalker and the Warp Gate research coming out of Zest once that is finished. Of course, this is the first scout that Pigbaby's going to get at the main base of Zest. Pylon coming over there on the outskirts of Zest's base. Just wants to get some vision.
Yeah, just wants to make sure that if an Oracle's coming or something, you can see it and react quickly enough. Ooh, Zest. Zesty. That's why the counts are coming down here. And let's see. Pigbaby so far kept his tech unshown to all of us. Yeah. 2 stalkers instead. He just wants to be aggressive off 2 gates.
It's looking like it so far. Could add a 3rd gate here behind this. He is currently boosting both of these stalkers out here. So wants to go aggressive here. That is for sure. Here's the 2 gates of Zest. Coming out behind this, going to start that blink straight away.
Oh, getting some extra shots off there with Zest Stalker. That's why controlling that line of sight blocker is actually so important. And he even sticks around, so he'll save the Stalker, but best right here. And uh-oh. Oh, nice snipe on that probe. Is he going to get away with it? Is he going to get away with it?
No, it doesn't look like it. And he loses the mothership core.
That screen shake. Sick observing.
And now we could see some pretty big aggression coming out of Pigbaby. He's going across the map. Zest is chasing behind with less stalkers. He's got to be really careful right now, but playing super confident.
A much better control here out of Zest, actually, though, all things considered. Weird to have sentries over here you know, if he's going to be doing some aggression. I guess he's just going to be defending here. I think he's starting to realize Zest must be doing some sort of blink play. Losing the Mothership Core makes us push a lot weaker, though, because you don't have high ground vision, you don't have time warps, and it was cool that he delayed the Nexus with that, but I don't think that's going to come into play here. Let's see. We'll be able to tell if the Nexus is just barely not finished while the attack is hitting, because if the Nexus being delayed means he can't use a Nexus cannon to hold the natural, then yeah, it's a pretty big deal. And look at that, a Stargate.
And Pigbaby can't come down the bottom of his ramp just yet. I mean, Zest just has the better fighting units for now, but having another warp in here, I think he's going to come down the ramp. He also has a Mothership Core, or an Immortal on the way to try to fight this. Zest doing a very nice job fighting before Blink is done. He just warp in some more Stalkers of his own, 3 more. He's got 6 now.
Blink is the key here, and it's not done yet. All right, Nexus is about to finish. That means Nexus Cannon will be unlocked. Is he just going to blink in? He doesn't have enough units. And now he's under fire here from 2 sides. We'll have to blink away. That Stargate still unused is all he can hope for here. Maybe a Void Ray is the right answer. I don't think Oracles is going to save him here. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Wolf. I'm just saying, I mean, like a Void Ray could actually, you know, be a turnaround here because you could target down the Immortal. Maybe there's a small amount of Stalkers, but an Oracle can kill some probes and maybe distract some units. But look at how many Stalkers he's got spread here.
Wow. Pigbaby really mindful of this, already keeping the Stalkers in the main. He's going to be totally ready for this. He hasn't even scouted it, but he knows. And Zest is just he's gonna try to do some damage. I don't think he's gonna find it. And he's got a really late Nexus behind this. It's not looking good for him right now.
Oh, let's see how many Oracle kills. 1. Yeah.
1.
He's gonna try to expand behind this, but I mean, if I tell you guys the real truth, nothing but the true, as Tom Hanks says in Cloud Atlas, the true here is that I think Pigbaby has this game won. He has 3 Immortals now, an Oracle commitment of 300 gas. The Stargate plus the Oracle nets him 2 kills. He's, you know, down in Harvesters, yeah, 25 to 29, but he's mined so much more from that base and has so much more pro production as a result. Plus the Immortal tech alone that he has allows him to do whatever he wants. He's up 14 supply, and the only advantages that Zest has is Blink, which is no longer really useful in this game. He has a Forge first, which he can't really afford to use, and he has a Twilight Council that could be used to get faster Archons or perhaps Charge, which isn't neither of those things are going to be useful right now.
Yeah, it's looking really bleak for Zest. I mean, he's just got to hope Pigbaby doesn't attack here. Pigbaby's going up to 4 Immortals now. With the 2 Nexus production that he's had for way longer than Zest, I feel like he's just going to be able to get a bigger death ball here, go across the map, and just squash the bug that is Zest right now. But we're seeing...
He's doing an Observer Sweep, looks like, and now that he's found that there's nothing to spot him, he's going to blink it in the main. And now I think he's going to really just try to see what he can get done here, but there's an Immortal here. And 1 Immortal can basically chase 6 Stalkers away. Actually, that's pretty much how this works. Now he's going to come over here, and this pylon is not long for this world.
Dead-a-doodle-do.
Dead-a-doodle-do.
As we have said before.
As we have said before. As is the way of our people. Team Salmon. Now he sees at home that there's a bunch of sentries which aren't too useful at this stage of the game. I mean, let's be honest, Zest is going to put up a big fight. He's definitely the better player when it comes to late game, and he does not want to just concede here. He's so close to winning. He's so close to moving on, getting those BlizzCon points for moving to the round of 8 and everything else. So he's really, really happy with how this series has started, and he doesn't want to just give up here and move on to the next game.
Yeah, somehow able to squeak out another kill with that Oracle, even with 3 Stalkers in the middle line of Pigbaby.
Looks like he's going to hit a Charged Zealot Archon attack against this Immortal heavy army. And if he's lucky enough that Pigbaby decides that now is the time to take a 3rd base and doesn't realize what's coming his way, maybe he can actually blindside him and take a win. The game isn't over yet, but Pigbaby is starting to get those Colossi out. And those Colossi, basically that timer that you see right there on the Colossus range time is the timer of Zest. If that finishes, and he lives, the game is over. If he gets Colossi out with range against this type of timing attack, he's got enough Immortals to help out and support. He's got sentries here, and he can just keep warping in Zealots to you know, give enough tankiness at the front to hold this push off. So when that range finishes, the extra gates, the +1 he's got here. Consider, though, Zest does have +2 coming faster, and it looks like he's actually thinking about just using this composition to poke at the third base, keep his opponent's third base down while he takes a third of his own.
Yeah. I like the way that Zest is playing. He's playing this so well from behind. He knows he has to take some risks. He wants that third base. His army is more mobile. He's able to do that. He knows that Pigbaby's not going to be able to just walk across the map. This is merry-go-round. It's a huge rush distance. He needs to get, you know, that Colossus range timing that you have, that you were talking about before he pushes. And Zest is just using that to his advantage. He's trying to just power up here hugely, trying to get that third base, trying to get all this tech. And I don't know, it's not looking so bad for him as it was earlier on.
Yeah, his army is just tiny. That's the issue here. And if Pigbaby, who continues to send these hallucinated Phoenix Scouts across the map to verify things like this, what's the size of your army, what composition are you building, if he's able to identify, okay, your army is pretty cool, it's a good comp, but it's so much smaller than mine that it almost doesn't matter, you can punish it. It's a long rush distance on this map. This is the map that Zest wanted to pick first, and it's pretty big, and Pigbaby's actually you know, going to be annoyed if he wants to move out like this. It's going to take him a little bit longer. +2 will actually be done for Zest by the time he gets there.
Yep, and here's that push coming in here. He tries to snipe that probe, not able to.
Such a sniper, man, with those oracles.
Yep.
All right, let's see how he engages here. Does not want to engage up this ramp. He wants to get a good angle on the side. Does not want those Colossi to be able to get their free shots off of the back.
Yeah, this is also huge as well in PvP, just the engagements here. How will he engage? If Pigbaby engages here in this nice little choke and moves back and just pokes, it's going to be so hard for Zest, but Zest moves forward. Huge time warp on the whole army of Pigbaby, and another one from the back. He tries to come back and get some feedbacks on that Mothership Core. Not sure if that went down as well, but Zest, he's moving ahead in supply right now, and he's pushing with so many of his charge lots.
That time warp and the engagement point that Pigbaby chose here is going to cost him the game. This is why we were saying Pigbaby is cheesing, because when it comes to late game, Zest just knows best, man. Zest is the best, as those signs said earlier, and I mean, this type of engagement that Pigbaby tried to take made it so he's fighting against a concave with only 2 Colossi. You need to make sure you have a much better setup than that, and he just didn't.
Yeah. In the end, another Colossus goes down, and so many Archons and the huge army of Zest is just pushing forward. Even the Oracle fighting. GG! Zest takes it 3-0. Like I said before, I wasn't sure if Pigbaby was able to take one game against this guy. In the end, he wasn't.
Nope. Cheese deflections, man, and like that, one of 2 WCS America reps is out of the picture.
Yeah.
Only Bomber remains now to represent America. Even a WCS champion could not even scratch this GSL champion, the Kingslayer that is Zest, the player who all-killed SKT in one of our round finals of Pro League last season.
Yeah. Excuse me. It really just comes down to Pigbaby not even looking that comfortable in that position at all. In that kind of macro game where he had to macro up, even with that huge lead that he got with the stoppage of the Blink Stalkers and how many Immortals he was ahead, he just wasn't able to capitalize on any of that advantage that he had. And Zest just played with them. He just played so much better from there on out.
Zest is one of my favorites to win this whole tournament. I think this guy has definitely got it in him. There's a lot of Protosses in this tournament, so avoiding PvP is probably what he wants, but he's already won